Hi friends, today we're going to be doing our very first math lesson together. So make sure if you need to, you can pause the video and go get your math workbook and a pencil, okay? You're going to need your math workbook and a pencil. Then later on, you're going to go on to your Google Classroom and you're going to complete your quick check. But for right now, we're going to jump into our very first math lesson. Today, we're going to be learning about fluently adding and subtracting within 20. Before we get started though, we have 3 vocab words that I want to make sure that we know what they are, okay? The very first one is equation. This is our word equation. Now, an equation is whenever you see a math problem like this, this is an equation. We call it an equation because it uses the equal sign to tell us that whatever's over here, whatever the value is the exact same as what's on this side. So both sides of the equal sign have the same value. That's what we call an equation, okay? You're going to hear that word a lot. Our next vocab word is addends. Addends. Those are just the numbers that you add together in an addition equation. So in 3 plus 2 equals 5, 3 and 2 are the addends. They're the numbers being added together in this equation, okay? Okay, and our very last word that we need to know before we get started today is sum. The sum is the answer to an addition equation. In 3 plus 2 equals 5, 5 is our sum. It's the answer to the addition equation. To get us started with our lesson, we're going to watch a quick video that's going to introduce us to the topic for the day.
You know how to count on to find a number. You can count on to find 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or count on to find 3 plus 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it easier to count on from the greater number, 6, or from the lesser number, 3?
Select your answer.
Well, if we count on from the greater number 6, we have to count 7, 8, 9, which is only 3 numbers that we have to count. If we count on from the lesser number 3, we have to count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 6 numbers that we have to count. So it's easier to count on from the greater number 6 because we can count less.
If you count from the greater number, you do not have to count on as many.
Counting on from the greater number is easier.
How is 6 plus 3 the same as 3 plus 6? When you add 6 plus 3, the value is 9. When you add 3 plus 6, the value is 9. An equation uses an equal sign to show that the value on the left is the same as the value on the right.
Let's go try it. So if I bring the blue cubes over here,
6 plus 3 equals 9.
and then if I bring the blue cubes on the other end,
3 plus 6 equals 9.
they're the same.
How are these two addition equations alike? They both use the same addends, 3 and 6. They both have the same sum, 9. How are they different? The order of the addends is different. You can change the order of the addends. The sum is the same. You can write the facts this way too. How do you know that 6 plus 3 equals 3 plus 6? Because 6 plus 3 equals 9 and 3 plus 6 equals 9. You can add numbers in any order and the sum is the same. So 6 plus 3 equals 3 plus 6.
Okay, friends, so hopefully you have your math book in front of you and a pencil. go ahead and turn to page 6. If you need time to turn to page 6, go ahead and pause the video and then turn it back on when you're ready to go. Okay, after we watch our visual learning videos, we're always going to start by doing the guided practice together, okay? So let's start by reading the instructions. It says, count on to find the sum, then change the order of the add-ins. So if we go down here to number 1, we're going to be counting on. So we have 3 plus 1, so 3, and then if we count on one more, 4. So our answer would be 4. And go ahead, you can trace over that 4 that they wrote there for you. And then if we go down here and we change the order of the add-ins, so we swapped the 1 and we swapped the 3, so we just swapped them. Now we have 1, and then let's count on. 2, 3, 4. So we have 1 plus 3, and we counted on, we said 2, 3, 4, so that equals 4. Okay, now if we go to number 2, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to count on. So we have 4, and then we're going to count on 5, 6, 7. So 4 plus 3 is 7. And then on this side, we just flipped the 2 numbers, so we flipped the blocks. So now we have 3 purple on top. So 3. And we have 4 yellow on the bottom. So we're going to put a 4 right there. 4. Now let's count on to find the answer. It should be the same as on the left right here. So let's see. If we count on, we start at 3 and then we go 4, 5, 6, 7. We have the same answer. So 3 plus 4 also equals 7. Good. Now before we practice some more problems, we're going to look at the do you understand problem over here. So the question is, does 5 plus 2 equal 2 plus 5? And how do you know? I want you to go ahead and pause the video and write down your answer in your workbook, and then I'll come back once you hit play and we're going to talk about the answer together. So go ahead and hit pause. Work on this question, do your best to answer it, and then we'll come back and talk about it together. Okay, let's go talk about the answer. So we know that 5 plus 2 equals 2 plus 5 is correct, so we should say yes. Now we know this because we know 5 plus 2 equals 7, and 2 plus 5 equals 7 also. The sum is the same. We can add in any order. Okay, and that's how we know that 5 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 5. Now that we're done with the guided practice, before we go on to some more problems together, we're going to stop and watch another short video that's going to help us better understand what we're doing in math today.
Suppose I wanted to add 5 plus 4. Well, I can always pull out my trusty connecting cubes. I can count on to add 5 plus 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And if I count on to add 4 plus 5, I should get the same answer. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. It's the same either way. 5 plus 4 equals 9, and 4 plus 5 equals 9 are both called equations. An equation is a statement that uses an equal sign to show that both sides are the same. Also notice that you can change the order of the add-ins. It really doesn't matter. You'll get the same sum. You can also write these facts this way. I've learned some really cool math facts. I feel so much smarter.
Okay, we're going to turn the page, friends. Okay, we're going to do number 3 together, and then you're going to practice one by yourself. But let's read the directions first. It says, count on to find the sum, then change the order of the add-ins. So it's the same as we did on the other page. You can use your cubes if you need to, okay? So if you want to break out your cubes, you can hit the pause button, and you can get your cubes out if you want to. Let's start with number 3. So we have 8 plus 2. So we're going to start at 8, and we're going to count on 2 more. So we'd have 8, and then we'd say 9, 10. We counted on 2 more, right? So our answer is 10. So we counted on 2 more, so our answer is 10. And make sure you copy down my answers so you can do the next problem, okay? Let's do the rest of number 3. We're going to change the order of the add-ins. So we have 8 plus 2 up here. We're going to swap the order. So we're going to put the 2 first, and we're going to do 2 plus 8. So now if we count on starting at 2, we're going to count on 8 more. We're going to add 8 more. So we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until you count on 8 more, right? So we had the same answer. We got 10. So 8 plus 2 equals 10, and 2 plus 8 equals 10. They are the same because we can add in any order. We can put our add-ins in any order, and we'll get the same answer, the same sum. Now I want you to pause the video and do number 4 all by yourself. And then when you hit play again, we're going to do number 4 together to make sure you did it correctly, okay? So go ahead and hit pause, do number 4, and then come back to me and we'll walk through it together. So hit pause. Okay, let's check your answers for number 4. We have 8 plus 5. We're going to start at 8 and we're going to count on 4 more. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you should have 13. And then we're going to change the order. So we're going to do 5 plus 8. Okay, and now we're going to count on from 5, and we're going to add 8 more. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I added on 8 more. I counted on 8 more, and I ended at 13. So my answer is also 13. Hopefully you had the same answers as I did, okay? If you had a different answer, go ahead and change it so that way you have correct work that you can use when you do your problems by yourself later. We're going to jump down to number 9. We have the same directions down here. It's just that our addition equation is written tall and not wide, okay? So it's the same as the other problems. It's just written in a different order. So we're going to count on, we're going to do 7 plus 2. We're going to start at 7 and count on 2 more. So we have 7 and then 8, 9. So our answer is 9. 7 plus 2 equals 9. And then over here, we're going to change the order of the add-ins. So I'm going to put 2 on top this time and do 2 plus 7, just like that. And now we're going to count on, starting from 2, we're going to count on 7 more to see if we get the same answer. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted on 7 more and I had the same answer. I ended at 9. So the sums are the same. 7 plus 2 equals 9 and 2 plus 7 equals 9. They have the same sum because we can add in any order. We can put the add-ins in any order. I want you to go ahead and pause the video, do number 10 by yourself, and then come back and we'll walk through it together to check your work. Okay, welcome back. Let's check your work on number 10. We have 6 plus 2. We're going to start at 6 and count on 2 more. So 7, 8. So 6 plus 2, the sum is 8. Now we're going to change the order of the add-ins. So I'm going to put 2 on top and 6 on the bottom. And we're going to count on starting from 2, and we're going to count on 6 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I started at 2 and I counted on 6 more and I also got 8. My sum is 8. So both of the sums are the same because we can add in any order. Hopefully you have the same answers I do. We're going to jump down to number 12. Down here, we're going to write the missing numbers. So we have 6 plus some number is the same as or equals 4 plus 6. So if I have 6 over on the left side and I have 6 over on the right side, I am just missing something here that needs to be the same. This side of the equal sign and this side of the equal sign have to show the same value. So if I already have a 6 on both sides, then that means I'm missing a 4 from the left side. So we're going to put a 4 here. Because I know that 6 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus 6. 6 plus 4 equals 4 plus 6. Okay, let's do the one below that. 8 plus 2 equals something plus 8. So I have an 8 on the left side and I have an 8 on the right side. Those values are the same. But I added 2 more on the left, so that means this has to be a 2. I have to add 2 on the right. So we have 8 plus 2 equals 2 plus 8. Everything on the left side of the equal sign is the exact same as everything on the right side. They have just been flip-flopped. The add-ins are just in a different order. But we know that if you change the order of the add-ins, you still get the same sum. Okay, you are going to have time to finish number 12 all by yourself later on, so we're going to go on to the next page. Okay, friends, we're going to do number 13 together. Let's read number 13. It says, Joy has 8 bean plants and 6 corn plants in her garden. How many plants does she have in all? Okay, I want to stop right there. Whenever you see in all, that means you are doing an addition problem, okay? So whenever you see in all, that means they're asking you to add all of the objects together and tell them how many there are all together in all. So we're supposed to draw a picture and then write the facts for this story. Now if I draw 8 bean plants, I'm just going to draw little circles, little dots. So 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are my beans. And then I'm going to draw 6 corn plants. And I'm just going to draw lines for my corn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I drew a picture. That part is done. Now we need to write the facts for this story. So remember, we are adding the number of bean plants and the number of corn plants together to find how many plants she has in all. So let's do our first one. We're going to do 8 plus 6 because that's the order it was written in the problem. So 8 plus 6 more. Let's count on to find the sum. So I'm going to start at 8 and I'm going to count on 6 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 8 plus 6 equals 14. My sum is 14. Now it says write the facts for the story in a different order. So we need to flip-flop our add-ins. So we're going to put 6 first and then add 8 more down here. And we're going to check that they have the same sum, that they have the same answer. So we're going to start at 6 and we're going to count on 8 more. So we go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I have a sum of 14, which is correct because we know that you can put the add-ins in any order. We can do 8 plus 6 or we can do 6 plus 8 and we're going to get the same sum. We're going to get the same answer, right? Okay, I'm going to read number 14 to you and then I want you to pause your video and do your best to answer it all by yourself and then come back and we're going to walk through it together. So let me read it to you first before you pause the video. Number 14. Find the objects in box 1 and box 2 that are the same. You're going to find the hearts in box 1 and the hearts in box 2. count them and add them together and find the answer. And then you're going to find the other way that you can write the add-ins for the same problem. And you're going to do it for the hearts, you're going to do it for the little pink flowers, and for the suns. Okay, so go ahead and pause it, do your best, try it out, and then come back to me and we will do it together. Okay, so first we need to find the hearts in box 1 and count them. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to write 6. That's my first addend. And then I'm going to count the hearts in box 2. 1, 2. That's my second addend. Those are the two numbers that I'm going to add together. Now 6 plus 2, if I start at 6 and count on 2 more, I'm going to get 7, 8. So my sum is 8. Now notice the other equal sign here. They just want us to take these two addends and flip the order. So we did 6 plus 2 on this side. On this side, we're going to do 2 plus 6. So we just changed the order. But both of those equations, both 2 plus 6 and 6 plus 2, have the same sum. Both of them equal 8. Now let's count the flowers, the little pink flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I start at 4 and count on 5 more, I'm going to get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted on 5 more and I had a sum of 9. And then remember, on this side, we're just going to change the order of the addends. On the left, we did 4 plus 5. So on the right, we're going to do 5 plus 4. Good. Okay, last one, we're going to count the suns. So in box 1, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 suns. That's my first addend. And then in box 2, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my second addend. So our addition equation is 3 plus 5. So if I start at 3 and count on 5 more, I'm going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My sum is 8. Now remember, on the right over here, we're just going to change the order of the addends. I had 3 plus 5 on the left. So over here, we're going to do 5 plus 3. Because 3 plus 5 equals 8, and 5 plus 3 also equals 8. They have the same sum. Good job today, you guys. You did a fantastic job. Now your homework is to complete these problems in your workbook, okay? You're going to do number 5, number 6, number 11, the rest of number 12, because we started that one together. I want you to finish number 12 and do number 15, okay? You're probably going to share the answers to those problems with your teacher in a small group meeting, okay? So make sure you get those done today, because that's your assignment for today. And then don't forget, every day you're going to go on Google Classroom and go to our math website, and you're going to complete the quick check for today's math lesson, okay? Now make sure you pause the video and write down these problems, or what I would do, friends, is in your workbook, find number 5 and put a circle around it. Find number 6, put a circle around it. And do that for all 5 problems, so that way you know which ones you need to finish up today, okay? Also, friends, don't forget that when you are done with your quick check and those problems all by yourself, you can go ahead and spend some time on MathFacts Pro practicing these math facts, so that way you get really fast with your addition and subtraction problems, okay? Good job today, friends, and I will see you tomorrow for another math lesson.